What is up everyone, it's Mark from SilencedTech. I hope you're all keeping well. Today's video is going to be all about my new setup that I cannot wait to show you. Over the past 4 years I've always wanted to stream. I tried streaming in the past, but with slow internet it was not always possible. Since I've now moved into a new office though, not only do I have great internet speeds, but I have plenty of room for a dedicated streaming space. This is part 2 of a new series called Building the Ultimate Streaming Setup. Right everyone, this setup has changed quite a bit since my last video, but before we check out what I've done so far, Kingston have very kindly sponsored this video and sent out their workflow station, which has made my life so much easier. While this space is primarily for streaming, it will also be for testing mice, mousepads and keyboards. When I capture gameplay, transporting footage over to my editing PC has always been a pain, since I've only ever had this Anker USB 3.0 card reader. The workflow station is a godsend. It has a main docking station that I've hooked up to my gaming PC via a USB Type-C connection. It comes included with a single workflow reader that contains a USB Type-A and a USB Type-C port. The other two readers are sold separately. Transporting files and gameplay is as simple as removing one of the readers and connecting it to my editing PC. With so many PCs in this office, I will never struggle again with one single card reader. Each individual workflow reader has its own USB Type-C port. I can have all 3 of them connected to each and every PC in this office at the same time, making this a great solution for offloading any camera footage I have as well. Transfer speeds are also incredibly fast, even with every card reader connected to the main docking station. Kingston have just announced a new giveaway that is currently available for people living in the UK, Germany, France and Poland. Please check out the description for more details. I also have a 10% discount code for residents in the UK, all the details will be down below. Now on to all of the changes I've made to my streaming setup so far. First, I've added my old desk along the right hand side, creating an L shape. Now there is enough room for both my gaming and streaming PCs. They look nice set up like this, but I want to get rid of those blue blinds and add some curtains which will make this space look a lot nicer. Specs of both PCs are as follows. The first one features a Ryzen 9 5900X. I have 32GB of Dominator Platinum RGB running at 3600 MHz. I also have a Gigabyte B550 Vision D motherboard paired with this awesome Gigabyte Vision RTX 3080. I have a 1300 watt PSU, and for storage I have a 2TB Aorus Gen 4 NVMe M.2 SSD. My fans are Corsair QL120s, and lastly I have a white H150i XT AIO. My second PC features an Intel i9 11900K with this seriously expensive Z590 Aorus Xtreme motherboard. I have another 32GB of Dominator Platinum RGB running again at 3600 MHz, and for the GPU I have this Aorus Xtreme RTX 3080 that has this really nice display where you can choose different settings to show, or you can upload your own GIFs and images. The fans are MF120 Halos from Cooler Master paired with their ML360R AIO liquid cooler. My power supply is an RM850X from Corsair. For storage I have a 1TB Samsung 980 Pro M.2, and all this is housed inside Cooler Master's H500p mesh case in white. Ideally I want to use the 11900K build for gaming and use the 5900X build to act as my streaming PC, since there are an extra 4 cores in the 5900X. The reason they are not set up correctly yet is because I still need to get an audio mixer to send the audio from my gaming PC over to my streaming PC, but that will be coming up in the next episode. Moving on to my displays, I'm still using this 27-inch Lenovo 240Hz 1440p monitor to game on. This in my opinion is a fantastic monitor for competitive gaming, if not the best. Its 240Hz refresh rate makes games appear super smooth, and I love gaming at 2560 by 1440. The second monitor I've added to read chat currently is connected to my 11900K build and was kindly sent out by MSI, although it probably will have to go back, RIP. It's their, wait for it, Optics MAG274QRF-QD, a 1440p 165Hz quantum dot IPS gaming monitor with rapid 1 millisecond grey-to-grey response times. I currently have it set vertical for reading chat while streaming, but I did use it to play some of my favourite games and it looks stunning. The colour accuracy from this IPS panel is extremely good, way better than my Lenovo. I would like this to be my new main display, but I'm just too used to playing at 240Hz. Saying that, for single player games I honestly prefer the IPS panel, and 165Hz is still incredibly smooth, especially when it's paired with a 1 millisecond grey-to-grey response time. I could not notice any ghosting at all, to be honest, and I much prefer this to any VA panel. Stepping away from the monitors, let's talk about lighting. I wanted to find a way to use these IQ LS100 smart lighting kits. I tried installing a set behind my main monitor, but found them not very bright. They are very high quality, but the diffuser made the LEDs seem extremely dull, so I ended up spending ages cutting the RGB strip out of each one. I put 4 behind my monitor and another 4 underneath my desk to act as a single RGB strip. Now they are all extremely bright and vivid. The end result looks fantastic, and now I can choose all of the great Corsair effects found in IQ, plus I don't have to try and find that pesky remote I always seem to lose, since before I had a cheap Amazon 5-meter RGB strip. I much prefer how this has turned out. Cable management was a nightmare. It's crazy how simple this setup looks with every cable out of sight, but honestly there are so many hidden underneath this desk, it's pure madness. I mostly love the 11900K build since it looks wireless with a hole drilled in the desk and with all of the cables routed underneath. It's pretty much art. Right everyone, what's next? Going forward I want to add a decent audio mixer to finally have both my PCs working as a full streaming setup. I need to add my Stream Deck, set up the Elgato HD60 Pro, I want to add some dedicated lighting, a decent mount for my Audio-Technica AT2035 microphone, and of course get rid of those horrible blinds. In the day they give off a blue hue that really makes it difficult to white balance my camera footage. I cannot wait to see the back of them, to be honest. I feel by the end this will be a great space for streaming all of my favourite games. I've just started a Twitch account and made affiliate. Any help you guys could give me over there would be highly appreciated. I normally stream on a Friday and Saturday, sometimes on a Wednesday. I will leave a link to my Twitch account in the description and all of the parts I've used in my streaming setup. Anyway, I hope you will be around to check out the next episode of building the ultimate streaming setup. My name's Mark from SilencedTech. I shall see you all very soon, guys. Goodbye.
Now it's safe to go across the sea.